Ladies and gentlemen of Bachelor Nation, we have breaking news to get into on this Friday afternoon. I mean, look, you know I wasn't prepared to do this video. I've already gotten to the bottom of my venti cold brew coffee, 2 pumps, peppermint, quarter-inch cream. But we're going to make do with the energy we have left to share this breaking story brought to us by a couple insiders. I was making a live stream just an hour ago, and at the end of the live stream, I received these documents, which I'm going to share with you in their entirety. I didn't want to share them on the live stream because I wanted to make sure I was going through them first before just, getting myself involved in anything litigious. I'm in one of those no lawsuit Decembers, during Christmas season. I like to be lawsuit free, at least this year, at least. Last year, I was still in the throes of somebody suing me for harassment, which of course they later dropped because I wasn't harassing them. But we're here to cover the truth nonetheless. You can tell because I have my Christmas Hawaiian shirt on that we're not playing around today. So a lawyer goes off. I'm going to share what exactly this means and why. The essential deal is he started creating YouTube videos. This is Bachelor Clayton Accuser, Laura Owens. A judge has ruled that she has to pay him $150,000 or so for legal costs because of the paternity case where she could never really prove she was pregnant. She committed medical fraud, sending me fake documents, things like that. Well, her attorney says, I'll get rid of her if she ever lies. And he then goes from this person who says, I want to seek the truth to, well, they're being mean to me. And he essentially becomes a wing of her public relations, her PR. Again, there's no way she's paying him a dime for this. And so I get it. Like, look, business is a little slow. So maybe he's trying to drum up some attention. I think he's just doing it the wrong way. Like, he could have made friends with a lot of these content creators, not me, but some of them. He could have played nice, but instead he's gone so heel, which is the wrestling term for villain, in the wrong direction that he's actually trying to find out the information of Redditors who transcribed his video and shared their opinions of it. I guess he thinks that they're violating something right now. So sadly, there is a Redditor who could be shaking in their boots, scared that they're going to get sued. My advice to them is don't take this for any sort of, don't be afraid for any reason. Like, you're perfectly fine. This is really no big deal. You didn't do anything wrong, right? But again, I'm not a lawyer, so just, don't get too worried about this. This is a lot of bark and so far, no bite. So here it is, the first of 2 documents I'm going to be sharing with you. United States District Court for the District of Arizona. And by the way, like I said, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. This is just my sort of like trying to understand what's going on. So it's Laura Owens' attorney, plaintiff, versus the defendant, which is a miscellaneous proceeding. Subpoena to produce documents, information, or objects, or to permit inspection of premises in a civil action. To Reddit. So he's essentially asking Reddit to name their Reddit user. Reddit prides itself on the anonymity. Now, I do appreciate anonymity. I would prefer to live on a platform where everyone shares their name because that's a kind place to be. But in the world of anonymity, this is the case where you want to protect it. The case where people don't want, they want to be able to come forward to share information and not get thrown into lawsuits or, have this weird retribution. So he checks off production. You are commanded to produce at this time, date, and place set forth below the following documents. By the way, I wonder if Reddit prints this off and then uses it as toilet paper. I don't know how that works, but hilarious to think Reddit, as big as it is going to do anything with this. They probably get 100 of these a day. He says, you are commanded to produce any documents you have showing the true identity of this Reddit user, including the user's true name, email address, contact info, and IP address logs for any logins by such person in the last 3 months. Your command, and that was it. So this is not signed by a clerk or deputy clerk so I don't see any signatures here. I don't know if this is enforceable in any way because it's not signed. But this was, he says, if you don't provide this by December 27th at 10 a.m., I don't know what happens. But that's the date he set. I gave them 1 month to provide this information and then no other signatures there. Now, what's interesting is the next document we're going to get. And by the way, who the hell finds these documents? I truly have no idea. United States District Court, District of Arizona, in the matter of the application of Laura's attorney, which, by the way, From now on, I'm going to be referring to him or trying to refer to him as Laura's attorney, and I'll tell you why. On YouTube, I've spent years building up equity with my name so that YouTube is owned by Google. When you post a video, there's a transcription of what is said. So if someone were to have me on their show as an interview, YouTube would be more likely to promote my name over someone like Laura's attorney because I've got name recognition, at least, to a level on YouTube. With that said, I don't want to give her attorney any extra name recognition through the closed captioning. So from now on, I'm going to try my best to refer to it as Laura's attorney. He can do whatever work he wants to do to build up his name, but I don't need to do him any favors. In the matter of the application of Laura's attorney, it is a request for subpoenas to identify infringers pursuant to 17 U.S.C. and supporting declaration. Applicant Laura's attorney hereby requests the clerk of this court issue the attached subpoena, Deuces Tecum, to non-party Reddit. I don't know if I pronounced that right. For the purpose of identifying certain alleged infringers. A copyright owner, so they are looking for a copyright owner or a person authorized to act on the owner's behalf. Laura's attorney may request the clerk of any U.S. district court to issue a subpoena to a service provider for identification of an alleged infringer in accordance with this subsection. Okay, this part's boring. We'll get to the goods. There are goods. Content of the subpoena. The subpoena shall authorize and order the service provider receiving the notification in the subpoena to expeditiously disclose to the copyright owner or person authorized by the copyright owner information sufficient to identify the alleged infringer of the material described in the notification to the extent such information is available to the service provider, aka let us know who this user is so we can come after them. If the notification filed satisfies the provisions of subsection C3A, the proposed subpoena is in proper form and the accompanying declaration is properly executed, the clerk shall expeditiously issue and sign the proposed subpoena and return it to the requester for delivery to the service provider. Boring. So anyway, there they are looking for it. Request for subpoenas. So they're trying to find out. There it is. And again, this is signed by Laura's attorney. I guess by typing S, that counts as a signature. He's applying for it, but it's not signed by a judge. I don't know. Is it supposed to be? Is someone supposed to sign off on this? I'm not really sure. In the world that we live in, with how much bandwidth there is for like the litigious nature of our country, it seems as though this is not going to get much attention, judicially speaking. But what the hell do I know? He sent an email on Thursday, November 21st. What is that? That is the the Thursday before Thanksgiving. DMCA takedown notice. Now, when I Googled DMCA, I got Digital Millennium Copyright Act. In 1998, Congress passed the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, DMCA, which amended U.S. copyright law to address important parts of the relationship between copyright and the internet. If you make or distribute unauthorized copies of copyrighted material, you are breaking a federal law and could face severe civil or criminal penalties if and when caught. Now, if Laura's attorney wrote, produced, and starred in a movie, and someone on Reddit copied it and posted it to their own YouTube channel, I could see that being an obvious act of copyright infringement. But what he's accusing this person of is, I guess, sharing the transcription of his video, which he claims is copywritten, even though when you post something on YouTube, I think YouTube generally owns it, and I don't know, I have no idea of the specifics of it, but I don't think he's getting too far with this, but it's very interesting nonetheless. So Laura's attorney CC's Laura here. Of course, he's, I guess, her white knight doing all of the good work to protect her. I mean, that's how it looks, but really he's made her situation a lot worse. It's like somebody who has very smelly farts trying to make somebody else look good. It's like his own Pepe Le Pew stench has made her even less desirable to this community after, learning about all of the fraud and things like that. So here's what he writes. Hi, Reddit, DMCA peeps, ! My name is Laura's attorney. I am a lawyer in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm sending you this notification of claimed infringement per 17 U.S.C. Note, I have been the DMCA agent for many websites. Cool. And I've reviewed literally tens of thousands of DMCA notices in my life. Awesome. For that reason, I will give you all of the information to ensure this notice is valid, but I will also give you a little extra info to make this easier and less boring. Awesome. What is wrong with this guy? Here's the deal. Oh boy. I am currently representing a woman named Laura Owens in a case involving a guy named Clayton Echard. Clayton was previously the star of the reality TV show The Bachelor. Laura claims she became pregnant after hooking up with Clayton in 2023. In response, Clayton said, "We only had blowjobs." In response, Clayton claimed Laura faked her pregnancy. This is the subject of a pending lawsuit here in Arizona. So he called it a pending lawsuit. I mean, I guess technically it's an appeal, but this is the subject of a lawsuit he lost after saying there's no way he'll lose. I won't bore you with all the details, except to say the case has generated tons of attention. The case also has an extremely active community on Reddit here, and then they share the Justice for Clayton community. Clayton's fans have posted tons of YouTube videos about this case, and by tons, I mean thousands of videos. As part of my effort to respond to Clayton's fans, and by the way, why? Why does he feel the need to respond to Clayton's fans? Bro, that's like if you're the star of a baseball team going into the audience of a baseball game to yell at hecklers. You're above that. You're a lawyer, for F's sake, Laura's attorney. You shouldn't be down here rolling in the mud with us plebeians. Go out there, put on your bow tie, and be better than us. You know, be an arrogant lawyer. That's what we expect from you. And also, you shouldn't care. This is not in the scope of what your job should be. Now, look, if you want to start a PR firm, go for it. But the fact that you're already working for free for her, it's like, does she have some sort of blackmail on you or something? Like, what does she have that makes you want to fight this so much, other than the chance to get attention? And I don't know, maybe it'll lead to future cases. Who the hell knows, really? I mean, I'm beyond myself trying to figure this out. Laura claims she became pregnant, so we got that. He says, the case also has an extremely active community. Clayton's fans have posted tons of YouTube videos about this case, and by tons, I mean thousands. As part of my effort to respond to Clayton's fans, I have started posting my own videos talking about the case. These are videos that I create myself, and I am the copyright owner in all of them. My channel is here, youtube.com/Laura's lawyer, Laura's attorney. Clayton's fans are, generally speaking, total effing psychotic a-holes. We should get some merchandise shirts. TFPA. As part of this, Clayton's fans, the ones with YouTube channels, have recently started copying my videos and streaming them on their own channels. They are doing this for the stated purpose of ensuring that I do not get views on my own channel. Well, not entirely true. Some people have commented, oh, watch Lauren's video so you don't give Laura's attorney the clicks. People can say that, but the reason why Lauren and others have covered his videos is because they provide added value by sharing their opinions, disagreeing. You know, here's what he had to say, here's what I have to say. That's called fair use. He continues, below is a screenshot of a tweet where one of Clayton's fans brags about this specific issue, asking people to go watch my videos on someone else's channel so I will not get views on my channel. Boo! Hoo! Where? I want views on my channel. Where? They're psychotic a-holes. Below is a screenshot of a tweet. Okay, note, I submitted did you like my impression? Note, I submitted a DMs, and by the way, if anyone wants to come see me perform, I have a show in Henderson, Tennessee tonight at a brewery. Details on my Instagram. Me. My name's Chingy. Oh, Laura's Chingy. They call me Laura's Chingy. Hey, I have the freedom of speech to do that. First Amendment's. Take that meme, and I bet you, Justice for Clayton Instagram page is gonna make a meme of me going wee. Anyway, I digress. Note, I submitted a DMCA complaint to YouTube regarding a recent incident of Clayton's fans stealing my content. Yeah, they broke into his house in the middle of the night. They actually were trying to steal the Declaration of Independence. This guy named Nicolas Cage, he's in the Justice for Clayton community. He wanted to steal the Declaration. Well, no, as it turns out, Laura's attorney had the clues to a national treasure, and they were written on the back of his copyrighted YouTube video. But you couldn't see them unless you sprayed some ultraviolet spray and shined a black light on them. So what happened was this guy, Nicolas Cage, he snuck into the house with his dad, John Voight. And no, I know and anyhow, you get it. We're done. Clayton's fans, being the total effing a-holes that they are, have come up with a new plan. Rather than streaming my videos on other YouTube channels, they are writing detailed descriptions of my videos and posting these descriptions on Reddit. No. And by the way, here's how he shot himself in the foot. He would literally be getting more views on his YouTube channel if he allowed these people to rip him off, because YouTube would then link. Like, take Umbrella Guy. He's got several 100,000 fans. YouTube already has the software to try to promote a source material. So if Umbrella Guy shares a clip of lawyer, Laura's dingy, if Umbrella Guy shares that clip, YouTube's going to start promoting the source material, whether they credit it or not. That's what's so hilarious about this. That, rising tides raise all ships. Rather than let the tides raise up, Laura's attorney is suing the moon for creating a tidal shift in the water. Does that make sense for my astrologists out there? Did I pin that together? Anyway, so they are doing this for the stated purpose of ensuring that I cannot monetize my own copyrighted works. Now, he can't monetize until he gets 4,000 watch hours and something like 1,000 subscribers. They've changed it. So whether or not, I don't think, look, it's hilarious that he now says he's upset that they're trying to stop him from monetizing his YouTube channel when he called all of us scum, pond scum or whatever, leeches on society because we make money and make a living on YouTube. He said, I don't need to explain this to you, but creating detailed written descriptions of my videos for the purpose of stopping people from actually watching my videos is not fair use. This is creating a derivative work and is a violation of 17 U.S.C. With that said, here's the information you need. Physical or electronic signature, no problem, Laura's attorney. Identification of the copyrighted works claimed to have been infringed. I think one of them is Lauren's video. I don't know, maybe they both are. Identification of infringing works. And this was the Reddit thread posted by a user that was a recap of his video. So he's now claiming anyone who shares a recap, which, includes quotes from him, can't be used. That's like saying, New York Times wrote a review of my stand-up special where they included a couple quotes of what I said. That's like, yeah, you should want them to write the review because that publicity is good for you. It's almost hard to break this down because it's so idiotic that some idiot like me looks at this and goes, what the hell is going on? He said, I have a good faith belief that use of the material in the manner complained of is not authorized by the copyright owner, its agent, or the law. The information in this notification is accurate, and under penalty of perjury, I am authorized to act on behalf of the owner. Not that penalty of perjury has stopped anybody. Please note the person stealing my content is this user. Because this person has committed 3 separate acts of infringement, I request that you terminate this user's account as a repeat infringer. As always, if you have questions, just let me know. Thanks. We should make a t-shirt called Repeat Infringer. That sounds like a really badass title. So then he shares here what Clayton's Justice wrote, which is rather than give Laura's attorney views, here is Lethal Lauren covering his brief video tonight discussing the app. So look, yeah, you can suggest people don't give him views. That's like if I stood out front of a restaurant and said, rather than eat this Italian food, go make some meatballs at home. You couldn't sue me for that. If I'm standing out there in a public space saying, hey, don't, now if I said, oh, they don't wash their hands after, if I said something defamatory, that's different. So pretty wild stuff. What else do we have? Another exhibit. And that's the exhibit that we just shared with you guys. Oh, wild stuff. So he pulls almost like a Laura Owens move here. He shares, I guess, an unsigned, I think you need a signature, right? There's no signature, but he still shares this attempt to have a civil action for a miscellaneous proceeding. I guess that's the question. What do you do here if you don't know who you're angry at? He's basically an old man yelling at the sky like, I'll get you, hurricanes. You know what I mean? And it's like, bro, who are you even mad at? Who are you mad at? And, sadly, he's going to take his anger out at me, just a random YouTuber with fantastic hair. I mean, who am I? Who am I to get mad at? He's calling us psychotic a-holes. Well, I mean, maybe. Listen, if you want to support psychotic a-holes like me, I've got an idea for you. I've got my single mom wish list, which I'm promoting every single day this month until we get all these moms' their wishes fulfilled. How it works is this. I've got all these single moms from all over the country and even one in the United Kingdom, from Arizona to Georgia, New Jersey, California, North Carolina, all over. They've got kids. Michaela's 5, Nikki's 14, Jackson, Kylie, Tuff, Cora, Emmeline, Ruby, Ella, Essie, Aiden, Emmy, Eden. All these Gen, what are they called? Gen A? Is that what they're? Colin, Piper, Gen Z. All of these kids, they have single moms that are just scraping by. If you want to support psychotic a-holes like me with nice hair, I tell you what, there's a link in the comments below and you can donate a gift. There's $5 gifts, $3 gifts, $80 gifts. You want to be a baller and donate a basketball hoop. Whatever you decide to buy from your phone gets shipped directly to our single moms in needs. What a fantastic way to use our platform. And if that's being a psychotic a-hole, then I'll take that to the grave. So what a wild way to end this Friday. If you want to see my initial breaking news story of the video here, you can go check out that the Rush Hour podcast with Dave Neal. I broke the story over there, and then, of course, we went through the information and then made this video. So I appreciate all the support. In complete other news, while I have your attention, this weekend I've got a matchmaker for billionaires, a billionaire matchmaker who I interviewed, and they gave me great advice on what women can do to make their dating profiles look better for potential matches. It's actually a really interesting conversation. So if you're out there, if you're single, or if you just want a good conversation, go listen to that. That'll be on the Rush Hour podcast first thing tomorrow morning. Otherwise, I'll see you tonight at my show. All right, folks, have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.